Hey everybody, Dr. Robin here with your 5-minute coaching session this week. And this is one that's going to go down in history for me because I am coming to you on the day of the inauguration of a new president of the United States. And I, for one, am very, very grateful, happy, and believing there's some good things on the horizon for this country and this world. And that said, that brings me to the topic this week, which is change. Surrendering and accepting change no matter what it may be, okay? I talked to you a couple of weeks ago about flexible personality types and being more flexible. I've talked to you about how conflict and struggle, I hate that word, but you know, that things that are stressful bring good things to our lives if we use it in the right way. And now I'm going to talk to you about change. Because change, depending on your personality type, it may be easy for you, it may not for others. But change creates stress in us. And what it's really about is being flexible, like I've said. But there's so many psychological and good benefits from what I'm about to share with you. So why do we not like to change? And why do we need to surrender? Well, change is scary, as I've talked about. Change creates fear. Change puts us in a state of mind where our brain automatically wants to control the situation, whatever it may be. And that creates conflict, and that creates fear. And that is why we need to learn to surrender. I know you hear that a lot. Oh, the serenity prayer, blah, 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 blah. Surrender is a psychological thing that we do that will affect everything in our lives for the positive. Okay? Why do we need to surrender? Well, because we're in a state of resistance. When we are in a state of resistance, we're in constant flight or fight mode. We're like this, yeah, right? When we surrender this resistance. Because when we do that, it brings us peace. When we can come to a place of acceptance, it's, you can just think about it and feel it lift off of you, right? Because when our mind's in control state, we can't think straight. But when we surrender, what we're doing is we're not giving up. I'm not talking about giving up. I am talking about realizing that what we thought we had power over and the expectations that we may have had over something are really out of our control. Really, it's out of our control because when we have these expectations, they create this belief system. This belief system keeps us in a state of hurrah. So when we can surrender and realize maybe there's a new way to look at things, I've talked to you about that the last couple of weeks, it sets us on a new path. It gives us the ability to pivot because now we've let go and we have new options and possibilities. Now, is that easy? Nope. Depending on the circumstances, if it's as simple as changing your bank account, I surrender, I don't like this bank, okay. If it's a divorce, whole different level, right? However, it's still the same concept. It still works because now we can see new options, new possibilities. But here's the thing, it's not giving up. It's really just accepting a new belief system that we're really not in charge anyway. Because guess what? This last year of COVID and everything has showed us anything, it's just that. Zero control over much. Okay, just a little bit. We have a little sphere of influence in this world, but you know, we have it, but just not what we want it to be. So when we do this and change our belief systems, we have this profound sense of relief. Because when we can accept the fact that we are not God, and we're never in charge anyway, wow, what an enlightenment, right? So how do we do it? Well, first and foremost, stop resisting. Stop resisting. Accept the fact that you can't change it and stop resisting. Remember, number 2, your power is limited. You just don't have that much power. We just really don't. Okay? The earth can shift on its axis just that much and everything changes, right? So just accept your power is limited and be open to the present. Live in the present. We hear that term mindfulness all the time, but that's really what it is. Living in the present. Don't go in the future. Forget the past. This is now. Breathe and surrender. And why? Because it's empowering. It brings us inner peace and softening. And the pain and suffering stops. Imagine that. What a great thing, right? It stops. New options appear, and guess what? The most important, better mental health, better psychological health, better physical health. So that's the important thing about surrender. I want to talk to you this week. This is a week where we're going to need a lot of that, okay? So surrender and accept this is how it should be, and control the things you can. Like the prayer says, you got to know the things you can't. Dr. Robin coming to you again. If you haven't gone to my website, Dr. Robin, R-O-B-I-N, Goins, Goins.com, do so. I have a lot of great materials there. I have some webinars coming up. I have some amazing stuff coming to you. So please take an opportunity, get on my website. Call me, email me, write me, whatever you want to do. Dr. Robin signing off. Have a great week. This is a week of change and surrender. Just breathe. Bye, everybody.